Hi guys, good morning. It's Tuesday, about 7:30, and I wanted to come up there and see you guys, but I don't think that's going to happen for the usual reasons. So I want to send this gift that I bought for Harry on his birthday, and it's a sort of a fun gift for me because it's a little bit of a reverse role here. I am buying my dad, Harry, his first .22 rifle, and when he gets it, I would be good if he didn't hurt anybody or hurt himself. So this is just a little instructional video, and a lot of this is going to seem very familiar because this rifle, this Higgins .22 bolt action tube-fed rifle, is very, very similar to the guns you would have used in our OTC. So here we go. Here's our little rifle, barrel, stock. This is the bolt. This is how you activate the rifle. This is the trigger. Be real careful when you pull that. This shoots 3 different kinds of .22 cartridges. They come in a very small one, the .22 short. Then they come in a mid-size one that's called long rifle. And then they come in a longer one, and that's called high power long rifle. And you can get those in hollow points or just regular little bullets. Now, one of the nice things about a .22 rifle is that you can shoot it in your backyard. It doesn't make very much noise. And if you use the shorts, it's just a little louder than a BB gun. You can do a lot of things besides just kill stuff with this gun. It's great fun to shoot cans with. I know you got a problem with your woodchuck there, and a few years ago I come up there and took care of him for you and skinned him and brought that home. But I don't do that anymore, and it might be that you could just shoot near him and then terrify him enough that he'll run and not come back. They're not very brave animals, they just don't see very well. Okay, so here we go. Here's the bolt. It operates like this. Hold that up here. Okay, what happens when you do that? There are bullets in this tube, and they're lined up backwards. If you pull that bolt back, it allows a bullet to come down into the chamber. When you press that bolt forward and push this down, that locks that bolt in the chamber and cocks the trigger. Okay? When you pull the trigger, gun goes off, and there's a hole in the ceiling right there, little hole, and Elvie will be out of her mind angry at me. So we won't do that. So those are 2 important devices, and even more important than those devices is this device right here, this button. Ooh, see, it moves forward and backwards, forward and backwards. That's the safety. So when that's forward, you can't pull that trigger, even if there's a bullet in the chamber. But you never want to leave a bullet in the chamber. Okay? You won't have problems if you follow that one rule. So anyways, I can't pull the trigger now because the safety's on. I pull the safety back, I can. There's that action again. You do it with your thumb. Forward, safe, back, not safe. See how the trigger moves? Safe, not safe. Okay. So the way this particular one works is that there's a tube in the back. You see this tube? And there's a hole right here, sort of the shape of a bullet. Well, there's a notch up on the top of that tube, and you can feel this rod move up and down. You turn that until the little button on the knob clears the notch, and then you can pull this out. Okay? And you want to set that down somewhere. Not on anything white because it tends to get a little dirty. Then we take bullets. I'm just going to use 2 here, because that's enough. These are not real bullets. These are called snap caps. You can tell that because they're painted blue, and because there's no division between the bullet and the shell. It's all one piece. Real bullet, there's always a division. There's 2 pieces. There's a bullet and there's a casing that it goes into. These bullets backside down, always backside down. If you load it the other way, it won't shoot at you, but it'll jam the mechanism and you'll have to call me and I'll have to fix that. So here we take this bullet backside down, we set it in the tube, the gun, the muzzle pointed upward, and we let go. You can hear it drop down. I'm going to do another one because I might miss. This tube will hold 10 or 12, maybe more. It'll hold a lot. And if you shoot shorts, which are about half that size, even more, maybe get 20 in there. Used to be an advertising line that said, load on Sunday, shoot all week. And that was when you would shoot rabbits in your garden for dinner, because you didn't want them eating your garden. But it was sort of apropos that they were there right next to the vegetables you were going to eat them with. And that was just a little piece of business called living. Anyways, you know more about that than I do maybe, huh? So here we now have a loaded rifle. It's loaded with snap caps, they can't hurt us, but for all intents and purposes, let's say this gun is loaded. So very, very dangerous, very, very careful. Here's the safety. I'm going to push it forward. Now no matter what happens, the rifle can't go off. Alright, so I'm sitting on your porch in a chair, and I happen to have this with me because maybe I've been thinking at some cans, or maybe I just was holding on to it because I like the way it feels. And up pops that little nemesis of yours that lives in that hole on your hill. And you decide you've had enough. But maybe you're not going to kill him. Maybe you're just going to shoot near him and see what he does. So he knows, understands your relationship. You take this bolt, up, back. I can see the bullet now. You can see the bullet too. The bullet's not in the chamber yet. Push forward, down. Now, if that sound hasn't scared him away, you start to take aim, and you know how to do that. Very easy. Very easy. Push this button forward. I mean, pull this button backwards. Safety is off. Now, very, 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 very dangerous. We pull the trigger. Pow. There we go. Maybe he runs away. Maybe he doesn't. If he doesn't, you're still not satisfied. You're going to shoot a little closer to him. Or now maybe this time you're just going to let him have it. You open your bolts, pull it back. The bullet popped out. Happened so fast you didn't even see it. Shell casing will be in the yard, which is fine. It'll go down in the grass. There's another bullet there ready to go. I push the bolt forward, lock it into place. Now the gun is cocked, and there's a round in the chamber, and the safety's off because I didn't put it back on after the last shot. I didn't do that because I was excited, and now I'm going to maybe shoot this thing. So now I'm a little nervous, heart's popping. Very, 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 very carefully, we take aim, we pull the trigger, animal falls over dead. That's your .22 rifle. We eject, and you're done. And you can do that 20 times or 30 times or as many times as you want to do it. Always put the rifle away unloaded, because you never know by looking at it whether there's a shell in the chamber, whether there's not a shell in the chamber. And if you just open the tube and dump the bullets out, there's generally one that hides in there. And that's the one that can make problems. Is the one you don't know about. And that's our little lesson. And I hope you guys are doing well. And I love you very much. And talk to you both soon.